After 2.5 months of being parked up in South Seattle, we are finally hitting the road.
Woo!
The reason we're going to Cape Flattery instead of heading south straight out of Seattle is that Cape Flattery is the most northwestern point of the continental United States, meaning the lower 48. Later in our trip, we're also going to hit the most southwestern point when we're in San Diego, and then while we're in Florida, we're going to go down and do the most southeastern point, and at some point we'll also do the most northeastern point, in Maine. But another reason is that by going up to Cape Flattery, we're also now going to end up driving the 101 all the way from the top of it to the bottom of it. And we're just about to get on it. So in typical RV traveling fashion, nothing went to plan today. We got a late start. We ended up getting to our campground after dark. We then couldn't find the office to pay for our campground, so somebody might come and knock on the door, we don't know. But we are taking it as it is. You know, this is what you have to do with traveling. You know, you gotta slow down and take things, things are gonna go wrong. So I've made us some dinner, which was supposed to be cheeseburger tacos. That didn't go as planned either. That is what it is. So now we're gonna watch some shows, and in the morning we're going to get up and we're going to go to Cape Flattery early in the morning. So we will see you there. Good morning from a very wet Hobuck Beach Resort just outside of Nia Bay. We woke up this morning with the sun. Wow. It's cloudy, but we woke up with the sun because there was nobody sleeping on the left of us, so we left our blinds open. So we had nature's wake-up call, but it's very wet this morning. Well, it's drizzling, it's very misty. We're gonna head out to Cape Flattery and do the hike, so we can say we've been to the most northwestern point in the US. Let's go. We have made it to the Cape Flattery Trail. It is a 1.2 mile out and back hike to the viewpoint for the most northwestern point. Very misty today, so I don't think we're going to have very many views. It'll still be a nice little morning hike to get us going. If you are coming here, you do need a permit from the Makah tribe. It's a recreation permit. It costs $20. You can either order it online and print it off, or you can get it from a bunch of the stores in Nia Bay.
Cape Flattery, the northwestmost point of the continental U.S. Right here.
We just got back to the car after our hike to the most northwestern point of the continental United States. It was a pretty good hike. It was a little wet.
Very muddy.
It was muddy, and if you're wearing hiking boots, it was fine. There wasn't any slippy points. Some of the boardwalks can be a little slippy, so
Slippy,
you definitely got to be careful.
Slippy, is that a word?
Slippy, yeah.
Slippery.
No, slippy's a word. Slippy's a word.
Slippery is not a word.
It's about 1.2 miles in and out, and I think it took us about 50 minutes all told.
Okay, I don't know where you think you hiked to, but it was 1.5 miles, and it was about an hour and a half to get in and out. So
apparently my watch was wrong.
Yes.
But now we're back in the car. We've made ourselves a second coffee, and we are getting on the road to drive to Ocean City to stay at our first 1,000 Trails campsite. I think it's called Oceana.
And I just want to mention the hike, even though it was wet and muddy, it was totally worth it. The views at the end are absolutely stunning. And we got to see a seal and a sea otter playing in the water, so that was really cool. A lot of fun. I think it was a seal anyway. We're not sure. It was far away, so we're not sure if it was a seal or a sea lion, but it was grayish, so I think that means more like it was a seal. That's my scientific explanation for that.
Okay. So we're off to Ocean City. Let's go. Good morning from our very wet campsite. We arrived yesterday afternoon around, I think 3:30 we got here. We immediately took Loki to the beach because it was dry. He loved it. I flew my drone, and for some reason, he's never shown an interest in my drones before. For some reason, this one, he was chasing it around and around and around. It was so funny. But yeah, we tired him out that way, which was nice. He was glad to get out of the RV for a while. And then last night we just relaxed, and we had a pretty early night, and we woke up this morning and it's raining again, which I know it's Washington in December, but this rain this year has been something else. We will be very glad to get to California and hopefully get some drier weather. There is I think 3 atmospheric rivers converging on the west coast, northern west coast right now, so that's why it's raining so much. Only have about a 3-hour drive to our park up for tonight. We're staying just outside Seaside in Oregon. We actually get to drive over the Astoria Bridge, which I'm very excited about. I've always seen it, but I've never gone over it. I guess we will end this video here, and we'll pick you up again once we're in Oregon.